The cats, the cow and the burglar. The nursery was full of Persian cats and muskrats. The wishing carpet had brought them there. The cats meowed loudly. The muskrats squeaked too. It was so noisy that you could hardly hear yourself speak. In the kitchen were the 4 children, 1 candle, the quiet phoenix, and a very clear policeman. "Now then, look here," said the policeman loudly. He pointed his lantern at each child. "What is all this loud noise? I tell you, you have a cat here. Someone is treating it badly." "What do you mean by this?" There were 5 of them, counting the phoenix. But the policeman was big, and the 5 were small. The meows and squeaks became quieter. In the quiet, Cyril said, "It is true. There are some cats here, but we have not hurt them. We have fed them." "It does not sound like that," said the policeman sadly. "I think they are not real cats," said Jane quickly. "If you knew more than bad people do, I would tell you," said Robert. "But I am sure you do not. You should not get into people's private cat business. You only help when people shout murders or stop thief outside. So there." The policeman said he would look into it. Then the phoenix, who was hiding on a shelf with pots and lids, walked quietly out without anyone seeing. "Oh, don't be so mean," said Anthea softly. "We love cats, soft, dear pussy cats. We would never hurt them, would we, Pussy?" Jane said no, they would not. But the policeman still did not believe them. And suddenly there was a loud noise of meows and squeaks. All 4 children tried to talk at once. The policeman could not understand a word because of the noise. "Stop that," he said. "I am going into the next room to do my job. I will use my eyes. My ears can't take this noise from you. And the cats." He pushed Robert aside and walked through the door. "Be careful," said Robert. "It is tigers, really," said Jane. "Father said so. I would not go in if I were you." But the policeman did not care. He kept walking. Then, just before he went into the room with all the cats and rats, a loud voice shouted from the street, "Murder!" "Murder? What?" he said. The shouting continued loudly outside. "Come on," said Robert. "You young troublemaker, I will get you later." He ran out. The children heard his boots on the street. The shouting went ahead of him. Both sounds went far away. Robert hit his knee and said, "Good old Phoenix. I know its golden voice anywhere." Then everyone knew how clever the Phoenix was. It caught what Robert said about the policeman's real work being to stalk murderers and thieves, not to look after cats. Everyone felt happy about the Phoenix. "But he will come back," said Anthea sadly. "When he finds the murderer is just a dream and not real." "No, he will not," said the Phoenix softly, flying in. "He does not know where your house is. I heard him say this to a friend. What a night we are having. Lock the door and let us get rid of the bad smell of musk rats and beard trimmers. If you excuse me, I will go to bed. I am very tired." Cyril wrote a paper for the carpet. It said to take the rats away and bring milk, because everyone thought the cats must like milk. "Let's hope it is not musk milk," said Anthea sadly, as she pinned the paper on the carpet. "Is there such a thing as a musk cow?" she asked, worried. The carpet shrank and disappeared. "I hope not. Maybe it was better to let the carpet take the cats away. It is late, and we cannot keep them all night." "Oh, can't we?" said Robert angrily. He was closing the side door. "You should have asked me. I am not as stupid as some people." "What? Don't you see? We must keep the cats all night." "Oh, get down, you furry beasts, because we have had 3 wishes from the old carpet now. We cannot have more until tomorrow." The noise of the cats stopped the silence. Anthea spoke first. "Never mind," she said. I think they are getting quieter. Maybe they heard us say milk. They cannot understand English, said Jane. Remember, they are Persian cats. Well, said Anthea, a little angry because she was tired, who said, milk is not Persian for milk. Many English words are the same in French. I know meow is, and croquet, and fiancé. Oh, pussies, be quiet. Let's pet them hard with both hands, and maybe they will stop. So everyone stroked the gray cats until their hands were tired. When a cat stopped meowing, they gently moved it away. Then they petted another cat that meowed. The noise became more like purring. Suddenly, the carpet came back in its place. On it, instead of milk cans or jugs, there was a cow. Not a Persian cow, and not a musk cow, if there is such a thing, but a smooth, brown Jersey cow. Anthea was afraid of cows before, but now she tried to be brave. Anthea thought, the cow cannot run after me. It acted like a gentle lady. Someone brought a small bowl for milk. Another person tried to milk the cow. Milking is not easy. It looks easy, but it is not. All the children were very brave. Robert and Cyril held the cow by its horns. Jane stood ready to hold the tail if needed. Anthea held the small bowl and walked to the cow. She remembered cows like soft voices. She tried to find words to calm the cow. She said, "Poor pussy, lie down, good dog, lie down." No one laughed. The situation was serious with many meowing cats. Anthea tried to milk the cow. Suddenly, the cow kicked the bowl and stepped on it. The cow stepped on Robert, Cyril, and Jane too. Jane cried, "Everything is horrible. Let's go to bed and leave the cats and cow. Maybe they will eat each other." They did not go to bed. They sat in the drawing room. It smelled like smoke. There was no fire for a long time, and the furniture was out of place. The flowers were dead. The water in the pot was almost gone. Anthea wrapped a warm blanket around Jane and herself. Robert and Cyril fought quietly for the big fur rug. "It is awful," said Anthea. "The police will find us fast. The cow will stand and moo at the gate. The cats will meow. We have 3 baskets, including Mother's special one. But there are almost 200 cats," said Anthea, "and the cow needs a big basket. I don't know how to carry it. No doorsteps are big enough. Maybe the churches." "Stop making problems," said Cyril. "I agree," said Robert. "Don't worry about the cow, Panther. It has to stay the night. I read cows give rewards and stay calm. The carpet can take it away in the morning. We can wrap cats in dusters or pillowcases." But Jane and Anthea were too tired to care. They cuddled under the blanket. Cyril covered them with the fur rug. "That's what women do to stay warm while men work," said Cyril. "I'm not like that," said Anthea. But Cyril laughed. It was warm and cozy. Jane snuggled close to Anthea. Anthea held Jane kindly. They heard many meows as Robert opened the nursery door. They heard feet looking for baskets. They heard the side door open and close. The brothers took at least 1 cat each. Anthea thought it would take all night to carry away 199 cats 2 at a time. 99 trips with 2 cats, and 1 trip with 1 cat. "I think we can keep the one left," said Anthea. "I don't like cats now, but maybe later." She fell asleep. Jane slept too. Jane woke and saw Anthea still asleep. She wondered why they wore boots to bed, but remembered where they were. She heard soft steps on the stairs. She thought it was the boys and followed. The cats woke and meowed sadly. Jane saw it was not her brothers, but a burglar. She knew because he wore a fur cap and a red and black scarf. He did not belong there. If you were Jane, you might run and scream, but Jane knew better. She read many stories and poems about burglars. None hurt little girls who spoke nicely. They listened to her innocent talk. Jane hesitated. She could not think what to say first. Stories said girls always spoke like babies. Jane did not want to talk like a baby. The burglar went into the nursery quietly. Jane followed just in time. She saw him sit on the floor, scattering cats like splashing water. She closed the door softly and stood there. She wondered if she could say, "What are you doing here, Mr. Robber?" or if she should talk another way. Then the burglar sighed and spoke. "It's a punishment, so help me. Oh, here's a thing to happen to a man. Cats and cats and cats. There cannot be so many cats. And the cow. If she is not the spirit of the old man's Daisy, she is a dream from when I was a boy. I don't mind her so much. Hey, Daisy, Daisy." The cow looked at him. "She's all right," he said. "Good company, too. I don't know how she got here, but the cats, oh, take them away. I will leave the place. Oh, take them away." "Burglar," said Jane softly. The man jumped and looked at her. His lips shook. "I cannot take those cats away," said Jane. "Well, well," said the man. "Are you real, miss, or am I dreaming?" "I am real," said Jane happily. She did not have to talk like a baby. "And the cats are real too. Then call the police, and I will be quiet. If you are not real like these cats, I am done, out of time. Call the police. I will be quiet." Short hair. His eyes looked around the room full of cats. "Burglar," said Jane, kindly and quietly, "if you don't like cats, why did you come here?" "Call the police," said the man sadly. "I would rather you did. Honestly, I would." "I am afraid," said Jane, "and I have no one to call. I hate the police. I wish they were never born." "You have a kind heart, miss," said the burglar. "But those cats are really a lot." "Look," said Jane, "I will not call the police. I am a real little girl, though I talk older than the people you have met before when you were stealing. And these cats are real, and they want real milk." "Didn't you say the cow looked like someone named Daisy you knew? Wish I may die if she isn't exactly like her," said the man. "Poh! Well then," said Jane, happy and proud, "maybe you know how to milk cows." "Maybe I do," said the burglar carefully. "You, then," said Jane, "if you milk our cow, we will love you forever." The burglar said love was good. "If the cats get a long, wet drink of milk," Jane said with hope, "they will lie down and sleep. Then the police will not come back. But if they keep meowing like this, they will. And I don't know what will happen to us, or you." The man seemed to decide to help. Jane got the washbowl from the sink. The man spit on his hands and got ready to milk the cow. Suddenly, boots were heard on the stairs. "It's over," said the man sadly. "This is a trick. The police are here." He tried to open the window to jump out. "It's okay," whispered Jane, very worried. Their coming woke Anthea. She and her brothers came into the room. The man looked scared, like a rat in a trap. "This is my friend," said Jane. "He just came to help, and he will milk the cow for us. Isn't that kind of him?" She winked at the others. They did not understand, but played along. "How do you do?" said Cyril. "Very glad to meet you. Don't stop milking. I will have a headache in the morning and no mistake," said the burglar. But he started milking. Robert stayed to make sure the man did not stop or run away. The others got bowls and plates for the milk. The milk came fast and foamed in the bowl. The cats stopped meowing and crowded around the cow, looking hopeful. "We cannot get rid of any more cats," said Cyril. "The police almost caught us." "Not the same policeman, a stronger one. He thought we really had lost babies." If I hadn't thrown 2 bags of cat food in his eyes and pulled Robert over a fence and hid like mice under a bush. Well, I am lucky I can aim well. He ran off when he got the food out of his eyes, thought we had gone, and here we are. The soft sound of milk in the bowl seemed to calm the burglar. He milked happily like in a dream. The children filled dishes and bowls with warm milk. The cats purred and licked the milk happily. This reminds me of old times, said the burglar, wiping his eyes. About apples in the orchard, rats in the barn, rabbits and ferrets. I wish you would tell us why you chose our house to steal from tonight. I am very glad you did. You have been so kind. I don't know what we would do without you, she added quickly. We all love you very much. Please tell us. The others said nice things too. At last the burglar said, well, this is my first job. I did not expect to be welcomed so well, and that is true, young ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it will be my last. This cow reminds me of my father. I know he would have hidden me if I took something that wasn't mine. I'm sure he would, said Jane kindly. Well, but why did you come here? Well, miss, said the burglar, you know how you got those cats, and why you don't like the police. So I will tell you everything, and trust you are kind. You better get ready, the bowl is getting full. I was selling oranges from my cart. I'm not a real burglar, even if you call me that. A lady bought some oranges. While she picked the best ones, two other ladies talked over the fence. One said, I told both girls to stay with Maria and Jane because their boss and wife are far away, and the kids too, so they can lock the house and leave the gas on so no one knows and come back early by 11. We will have a night out, Mrs. Prosser. I am surprised at you and your hands full of soap. This kind man will post it for you because I am his customer. They gave me the letter, and I read the address before putting it in the post. After selling all my oranges, I was going home with money in my pocket. But a thief took everything while I was drinking water because selling oranges is hard work. He took everything, and I had no money for my brother and his wife. How terrible, said Anthea kindly. Terrible indeed, miss. You don't know her temper when she is angry. I hope you never do. And I had sold all my oranges. So I remembered the letter's address and thought, why not? I was robbed too, and if they have two servants, maybe I can find something. So here I am, but these cats have made me want to be honest again. No more stealing. Look, said Cyril, these cats are very valuable, but I don't want trouble with the police. Did you get them honestly? They are all ours, said Anthea. We wanted them, but the confinement, too many, whispered Cyril, more than we wanted, and they are a big problem. If you get your cart and some sacks or baskets, your brother's wife will be very happy. My father says Persian cats are worth a lot of money. Well, said the burglar, and he was moved by her words, I see you have a problem, and I don't mind helping. I don't ask how you got them, but I have a friend he knows about cats. I will bring him, and if he thinks they are worth more than their skins, I will do you a favor. You won't go away and never come back, said Jane. I don't think I could bear that. The burglar, touched by her feelings, promised he would come back, alive or dead. Then he left, and Cyril and Robert sent the girls to bed and waited for him. Waiting awake seemed silly, but soon his quiet knock on the window woke them. He had come back with his friend, a cart, and sacks. The friend liked the cats, now quiet and full. They put the cats in the sacks and took them away on the cart, meowing softly but not loud enough to be noticed. I am a fence. That is my job, said the burglar sadly. I never thought I would do this. All because of my kind heart. Cyril knew a fence is someone who buys stolen things. and said quickly, "I promise the cats are not stolen. What time is it?" "I don't have the time," said the friend. "But it was almost closing time at the Bull and Gates pub when I came by." And the boys and the burglar said goodbye warmly. Only the cow was left. "She must stay all night," said Robert. "Cook will be very angry when she sees it." "All night?" said Cyril. "But if it is 1 o'clock now, it will be morning soon. We can have another wish." So they wrote a quick note to the carpet to take the cow back where she belonged and to come back to the nursery floor. But the cow would not move onto the carpet. Robert took a clothesline from the back kitchen. He tied one end tightly to the cow's horns and the other end to a corner of the carpet. The boys went to bed very tired and glad the night was over. The next morning, the carpet lay calmly in its place, but one corner was very badly torn. It was the corner where the cow had been tied.